Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Guys, I've had a few people, I guess, show me things and make comments about things about Gypsy Rose having trophies of her crime. You know, like somebody that would have like a locket from the crime scene, from the victim, so that they could pull the locket out and play with it and relive the crime. Gypsy, does she do that in her mind with the crime scene of her mom? The tattoo? Does it show? There can't be so many things that are coincidental. I think Gypsy is a lot more deliberate than I ever thought, and I think she likes to be right on the edge of things. Like, that's where she gets off, saying, look at how close I am, look at these idiots. Because I definitely think Gypsy thinks she's the smartest girl in the whole room. She's gotten away with shit her whole life, continues to get away with shit. Seriously, it's working for her. What does that say about our society? I'm going to do more of an in-depth video. And as I'm looking stuff up on her, because, you know, Aurora comes up because that's where she lived with Dee Dee, right? And then she's got that tattoo on her back, which kind of mimics the marks on her mom, right? Like, guys, what I've come to realize, and what a lot of you have said to me is, wow, Toddy, and I mentioned this in my last video, maybe Gypsy had the Munchausen and she was taking it out on her mom. Because Gypsy had a micro deletion, and as soon as we heard that she admitted that to Aaliyah, she acknowledged, this is why I've been so sick. I have a micro deletion. As soon as she said the micro deletion, that put the Munchausen by proxy off the board. Like, if she's legitimately sick and they just can't find out what's going on, or they think it's a micro deletion but they don't know which micro deletion, then the Munchausen by proxy, the Munchausen goes off the table, and therefore the Munchausen by proxy goes off the table. But Gypsy is telling that her mom has all these illnesses. Did Dee Dee have all those illnesses? Because at the time of her passing, she didn't have all those illnesses. So was she, you know, trying to make her believe that maybe her mom was already like sick and going at that point? What was it? You know, it doesn't matter. We could wonder, what was in Gypsy's head? What was she thinking? Even if we got it right, the bells might go off within us, but Gypsy would still deny. Deny, deny, deny. Deny. And there would be people that would still believe. Even after everything. Even after all the betrayal. All of the deceit. You know, Gypsy, why did she name her kid Aurora? I mean, she says it's because her and Ken liked Northern Lights, and that's what it's called in real life. Well, we know clearly that that wasn't what she was going to call the baby with Nick, like we were told, because it was Gabriella that came out, right? So I think she picked Aurora because she lived in Aurora. That's where it happened. I think the tattoos definitely show. You know, and I didn't think that before. I thought, no, who could be that sick? Who could be that deranged? Who could be that horrible? But then when I looked, Aurora just screamed out to me, she's mocking the situation, Toddy. She's mocking the situation. She knows exactly what she did, and she's laughing about it. She's laughing about it. People like Gypsy that are deranged, they don't just go away. Their behavior doesn't just go away. And again, I got to tell you, I don't think she's got any great love for Rod and or for Kristy, because she knows that they failed her. Her mom didn't fail her. And she knows deep in her heart what happened there. She knows it. She lived it. She knows that her mom had her back, literally. And Gypsy, of course, had hers. Just in a different way. Seriously. Her mom, who loved her and put her first, even when she was all that sick and wanted to take her to Disney and this one and this one and this one, even though Dee Dee was sick and all that, right? And the two parents that she claims she loves that weren't there. Barely. Ever. Rod didn't go out of his way to make time for his daughter. And Rod was late on his child support. I saw receipts of that. I'd have to look them up, but he was late on his child support. He says something different. And I think that the whole family tells untruths. Who are you going to believe? I think that the whole family tells untruths. Now, isn't that horrible? Isn't that horrible that a whole family could be dishonest like that? I mean, Kristy's saying, no, if there was a baby, you'd think I'd be out of town on Bibles. And then she's out of town and there's a baby. But again, honestly, I think what happened there was a misunderstanding with what to say. That's what I think. I think there was a misunderstanding with what to say. Because I just think that the baby came earlier. I don't even care about that. I care that this woman lies about everything. And if there's a child in her care, she unalived her mom. What makes a baby safe? The people that let her go and freed her, better pray that that baby's safe. I don't think that's going to end well if that doesn't happen in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Guys, Gypsy has no remorse when she hurts somebody. When she's done with somebody, she's done with somebody. Whether it be by unaliving them or breaking their heart or whatever, throwing them in jail forever. When she's done, she's done. There's no, that person that doesn't have grace and doesn't have compassion, how are they as a mom? When you got to ask yourself, why is it so important she was a mom? Why was it so important she became a mom? Why did she need to run somebody's life when she could barely run her own? Can't cook, can't take care of herself, can't drive. Why? She wanted a baby with Nick. She probably wanted a baby with Dan. She wanted a baby with Ken. She wanted a baby with Ryan. She wanted a baby. Why did she want a baby? Why? That's the biggest question. Why did she want a baby? It wasn't just to love a baby. There's something more to it, and that's something that really, really concerns me. With everything that we've seen Gypsy do and go through, with everything that doesn't make sense, with all of the lies that we're told, why in the world somebody as selfish as her, who clearly even said at one point, I don't have time for a baby. I believe that was because she didn't want Ken to think that she wanted a baby. She always wanted a baby. It just wasn't with Ken, though. It was she wanted a baby. And that's a concern. So why? Is there anybody? I mean, a narcissist, she's going to be jealous of the baby. So why did she want one so bad? Somebody explain that to me. I want to not that anything Gypsy does we're going to understand, but I'd like to understand that, Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. There's so much wrong here. There's so much wrong. It's so dirty and messy. And guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Try to always be kind. Thanks, guys.